Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make this beautiful ring. This is quick and easy and super fun to make. It requires a small amount of materials. This is another colorway that I'll be showing you just how to close it up. This is very beginner friendly, and if you advanced beaders just want to break and you want to do something a little different, this is the perfect project. I just want to show you what it looks like on because it really conforms to your finger. It's super comfortable to wear, and that's something that I always make sure when I design something that I would like to wear it. It's comfortable for me, and I hope you guys enjoy this project. So we're gonna jump right in. We're only gonna need 8 4mm Swarovskis, Bicones, some SuperDuos. Then we're just gonna need 8 size 8 seed beads, and then some size 11s. And I'm doing something different today. I'm doing the ladder stitch for the band when normally, you know, I'm obsessed with the herringbone, but I'm changing it up a little bit. Also, I want to let you know I do read all of your messages. I take all of your suggestions, and I really listen. I added more lighting, so I really hope that helps you guys to see. We're going to need our Fireline 8-pound test, or 8-pound, excuse me, scissors or a thread burner, and a size 11 beading needle. We're going to go ahead and pull 1.5 yards of thread. I'm going to take a minute to apologize. My fingers hurt today. I got all these little splits and cuts. It's extremely cold here. It's 0 degrees in Connecticut with a wind chill of -16. So it's bad, and I want to just stay in and bead all day. So that's what I'm going to be doing. You have to be tough to live here. I'll tell you that right now. All right, so that's my story, and I want to say thank you for your feedback too. I really need to know these things. If you're having a hard time seeing, let me know. All those things really, really matter to me. I want to make sure that you can see exactly what I'm doing at all times. I'm going to go down a little bit, and we're going to begin by picking up on 1.5 yards of Fireline 8 SuperDuos. And the only reason I mentioned my fingers is because I'm kind of moving a little slower today because it hurts. Like, they hurt no matter how much lotion I put on it. Just the cracks and splits, they hurt. Make sure you have 8. Drop it down, and you're going to leave a very, very small tail, just like this. Teeny tiny. You pick up your work, and we're going to tie a knot. And my hands look gigantic on Zoom. And we're gonna wait until that knot catches just like this, and then I wrap it around my fingers and I pull really, really hard. Now we're gonna attach a needle to this tail. We're gonna get rid of it right now. We're gonna weave, find the direction we're going, and then weave into the work. I'm just gonna go 1 SuperDuo away. And see this thread space right here? I'm going to grab it like this. So I put my needle in between that thread space. But before I pull that loop, I put my needle in. And then I'm going to give it a good pull. And you can hear it pop right in there. And 1 is going to be plenty for today because I don't want to clog up the holes of those SuperDuos. And then just weave away 1 more SuperDuo and burn that off or cut, whatever you have. Now everything's still a little bit loose. We definitely don't want that. So find the direction you're going in, and now just weave through all the beads again. And if you have to go through them one at a time, then go right ahead and do so. So each time I go through, I'm gonna pull a little harder because I don't want any thread to show, like this. See how you can see it separating? You do not want that. You want that top right there. You can hear it. It's like rock, rock hard. That's what you want. Very, very tight tension. So I just go through a couple at a time until I feel that it's really nice and secure. And I'm very sorry, I have to stop for just a second. I can't pull hard enough without wrapping up my finger here. Okay. Thank you for your patience. Sorry about that. Just keep going. See how there's still movement and thread. Definitely don't want that. Just keep going right by everything. There's the knot. You'll be able to feel it. Just take your time here. This part really, really matters. The tighter you have this centerpiece is what's going to keep its shape perfectly. I'm going to pull really hard. Don't be afraid to pull with this fire line. It can handle it. All right, now I'm almost secure. And I'm going to step out right here, the bottom hole, and I'm just going to make a turn and jump into the upper hole of that SuperDuo. And I'm going to turn my work because I like to work in one direction. All right. You can hear my cats. My cats are out in the living room playing. Okay. We're going to pick up an 8 and we're going to add an 8 into the next SuperDuo. And go all the way around, just like this. I shut the door, but it's very distracting when you can hear the ruckus out in the living room. You're getting into trouble. Okay, so we added our 8 all the way around. Now I want you to reinforce this whole thing one more time. Just go through each and every one. You can hear how hard I'm pulling because it actually snaps. And it's starting to curve a little bit, and that's what I want. And I know it's like tedious to reinforce, but it's so worth it. And I go through like this, a couple at a time. So SuperDuo and an 8, SuperDuo and an 8. All right, that feels great. Now we're gonna exit an 8 and we're gonna pick up 2 SuperDuos. We're done with the 8s. 2 SuperDuos into, I'm gonna flip again because I like to work in one direction. So 2 SuperDuos into the next 8, simple as that. 2. And the colors that are coming out with the SuperDuos are outstanding. I know these are a little bit boring, but I just ordered a whole ton of bright, beautiful colors, and the finishes that they're coming out with are just beautiful. These are one of my favorite beads to work with. SuperDuos are just a lot of fun. All right, we're getting to the end. So we'll pick up our last 2. We're gonna go through the 8 to finish the whole round, so everything's even. Then we're gonna step through these 2 bottom holes of the SuperDuos. And if you can, go through both. If not, just go through one at a time. And the reason I'm doing this is I'm preparing to make a turn. We don't have to go all the way around through everything. We're just moving away a little bit. So pull, go into that 8, and then go back up into this SuperDuo, and this SuperDuo right here. And here now, excuse me, I feel comfortable enough to make a turn to where nothing is gonna loosen up. So we're stepping out here, this bottom hole of the SuperDuo, we're just gonna, again, jump into that upper hole. All right, and this is how easy it is. Just gonna move that out of the way. We're ready to add our beautiful bicones. And what's going on in there? Piece of string, yes. Must have been from a previous project. All right, so we're gonna add a bicone. We're coming out of a SuperDuo in this direction. We're just gonna go through the SuperDuo plus one more. So we're gonna go through two with a bicone on the needle. Pull. Pick up one, go through two. All the way around. Just like this. Don't pull down hard yet, just get them on in there. We do have to reinforce this part. Just like this. I love that color. It's almost like a matte red. I've had this color for years. This Swarovski color. I don't even remember where I got it, but I've hoarded it forever. All right, last one. We're gonna go through this SuperDuo and this one, and then we're gonna jump up into that beautiful bicone right there. And see how it flattened back out? It looks like a pancake now. Kind of push your thumb in there, gently pull down, just gently. Because that fire line, I mean, that Swarovski will cut that fire line if you crank right now, because we only passed through there one time. So just leave it like this for the moment. Now, this is where we're gonna get it to pop up just a little bit. It's just gonna buckle and pop just a little bit. We're gonna pick up 3/11s, jump right into that next beautiful bicone. And I'll zoom down to make sure you can see. So it's 3/11s right into the next bicone. And I put my needle in my mat and I will pull. And you can feel it. And I'm moving nice and slow. I'm taking my time. And I also want to say normally I would not use white thread on these colors, but just to show you the thread path, that's why I chose white, so that the colors don't get lost in there. But when I rebuild the ring, I will do it in smoke, the dark color. That's just my preference. I don't want to see all that white thread in there. I want it to match the darker colors of the beads that I have. So it's just 3, and then into the bicone, and then I'm gonna put my needle down and give it a really good pull. And see how it domed just a little bit? That's all it is. It's all intention. The way that you have really good tension is all that matters. And that's what I think is really cool. You get this really cool design by just simply using tension. Now go ahead and pull a little bit harder here. We're at the end. But now I want you to go through and reinforce everything. So through the 3 seed beads, the bicone, all of it. And this time I'm gonna pull harder, because now we have 3 pieces of thread through the the Swarovskis, excuse me. So I'm not too worried about the thread snapping. This is gonna do nothing but good things for this ring. This will hold up for forever. Just keep going round and round, reinforcing. You can feel a little movement, and you'll absolutely be able to feel how rock hard it gets. That won't sink down on you. That's why I had you reinforce that center part so much. It's solid, and you won't have to worry about anything breaking, splitting. So that's my little secret, just reinforcing. Keep going all the way around, and I'm gonna step out these 3 right here on the side. We're ready to ladder stitch. This is so simple. I don't want that bead in there. 3/11s. Now I'm coming out. Let me turn that in this direction a little more. Coming out this way, in this direction. 3 11s on. I'm just gonna come around and go right back through those 3 11s. It's very important, if you've watched my videos and seen me do this, you reinforce this again. So we're gonna go back down through 3 and then up through 3. Each time we add a row, that's what you have to do. Otherwise, your band will split. And I left an example to show you. Right here. See how it's starting to separate? I did not double reinforce in that particular area to show you. That will, over time, start to separate. So this step is extremely important when you're doing the ladder stitch. So it's always pick up 3. We're coming out now the top of this stack. We're going to come around and just go right back through all 3. Get them to lay next to each other like that, and then go right back down and right back up. And I'm going to pull really hard. I don't want any gaps or any thread showing. And that's it. That's all you have to know. So now I'm coming out the bottom. I have 3 11s on. I know I'm going to come around and go back through in this direction now. I just want the beads to lay right next to each other like that. And then I'll reinforce. And then again, 3. That's all there is to it. Coming out this way, so I'm going to come around and go right back through in this direction, and they lay right next to each other. Now let's just say I keep going. I'm not going to double reinforce. That's exactly what's going to happen. See all that thread showing? You don't want that. So go up and down. And that's why I had you pull a lot of thread as well. I just jabbed my finger. So when you're done, I'll show you one more time because this is just so easy. It's just picking up 3 11s, 1, 2, 3, coming out this way. So I know I'm going to come back and around and go up in this direction. Reinforce by going down and up. And then back down, and then repeating that. Okay, so the reason I had you pull that amount of thread is when you're done getting it to the length that you want and you want to sew it together, and I did not leave myself enough thread, unfortunately, to show you, so I'll have to explain it. So you get it to the length that you want, and all I do is flip it over, find the matching 3 on the other side, coming out this bottom stack of 11s. Now I want to pick up the 11s in this direction, just like this. I'm going to leave it loose, so now I know I'm going to go back down these 3, pull, and then I'm going to reinforce. So I'm going to go back up these 3 and then back down. So it's just up, down, and I'm way too close to the camera there. Up, down, up, down. See how you can see the thread? You do not want to see that thread showing. Pull real tight. Do it one more time. And now I had you pull that amount of thread for this reason. If I had more thread on here, I would simply go up and down, and up and down, and up and down, all the way to the other side. Oof. The wind is whipping out there. So up, down, and then that's what I would do all the way to the other side. And then again, I would weave through all of this again until you have no more thread left. Why waste the expensive thread when you could use it just reinforcing everything? Let's just see how pretty that looks, because those colors are actually really cool together. And so that's all you would do, up, down, and then go around and reinforce everything. No need for any knots because you've been through this ring so many times. But I really hope you enjoyed this project. It's so much fun to make, and I love showing you guys nice, easy, simple designs that don't require a lot of expensive materials and a long project. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you guys are staying warm, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care. I'll see you really soon. Bye-bye.